So basically, I got, oh, what's a good term that's not going to be jumped on? Cyberbullied by YouTube and some user yesterday, and I call it cyberbullying because basically YouTube has created a methodology by which somebody can randomly report my video for content inside the video without even watching the video, and is defending that person's actions. So my video can be reported for literally no reason by a person who didn't watch it because the total number of views was 0. And it automatically holds an infraction against my account unless I refute it, which is guilty until proven innocent and a crime in this country. But the biggest thing I want to point out is simply the fact that the existence of a mechanism by which a person can use the system to engage in activities that encourage users to use other sites is a violation of the very community guidelines that state that you're not allowed to encourage people to use other sites. So YouTube's reporting system itself is in violation of the community guidelines. That is called an ethical violation. So I'm not sure exactly what YouTube thinks they're doing with this. The system has obviously been designed very carefully to be abusable and to cause YouTube to have to do work. And I seriously doubt that it was created by someone with a brain. It looks like it's specifically there to destroy YouTube. Now, I'm not sure what country YouTube claims they're operating in, but it would be very interesting if they got banned from operating in the United States for an FTC and FCC violation. It would be very interesting if they were called before court in California for an ethical violation in business, especially considering Google. Not sure what they want to do. I'm just, recording my gameplay to show people what the game is literally like playing. You have time to think, you have time to have fun, you have time to make decisions. And it's a driving game, and unlike Euro Truck Simulator, you don't go far from home. So, what up, YouTube? I'm currently recording this set resolution at 1440p. YouTube complained that the bitrate I was using of 4800 was way too much for 1920 by 1080. And honestly, it wasn't. It was making some beautiful video. But, they have their standards that they want us to follow to produce absolute useless garbage for videos on the streams. Like, there are people out there who don't have 10 megabit internet. Or even 5 megabit internet. I mean, seriously. So, to whoever the enterprising fool was who flagged my video for internal content being in violation of community guidelines without actually watching my video, kudos! Break the system. Abuse the hell out of it. Go ahead. If YouTube can't produce a competent reporting system, they need to be taken out. They need to have every single user ever driven away. The system needs to be automated so that every time you click on a new page for a new video, it reports someplace between the beginning and the end of the video for inappropriate content and flags every video on YouTube to the point where all the videos are removed. And this is important because they said they reviewed my video and also found this no-no content. Such an action is supported wholly and totally by YouTube and is within the community guidelines limits. So, cyberbullying is perfectly legal on YouTube as long as you do it through the report function. There was nothing offensive about my thumbnail, which was content that's publicly available. There was nothing offensive about my title, which listed the 3 things that I was looking at. There was nothing offensive about my video internally. It was not repetitive. It did not make statements of an offensive nature. There was literally nothing. And additionally, when you're accused of a violation, especially in the United States, European Union, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Afghanistan, they're required to notify you specifically what the violation is. In fact, it actually is an international law too, that you have to be notified of what your violation is. So, either YouTube is being incompetently managed, or YouTube is being competently managed to become a pseudo-criminal organization of intentional abuse of the people who are putting up content. Now, if people don't like my content, there's a downward aimed thumb. You can say you don't like my content, and after a while, I'll get the point. If people do like my content, there's an upward aimed thumb, where people can subscribe. And after a while, I'll get the point, and I'll make more of that or more of this. So last night I did about 2 hours of silent play of Farming Simulator 2013 with my favorite mods. And they're beautiful mods. And I go to YouTube to go ahead and upload them, and it greets me with, your video that nobody actually ever looked at has been flagged for violating the community guidelines, not for containing copyrighted material or some sort of psychotic claim that I was trying to monetize a video that I'm not. It was flagged at a timestamp in the video with 0 views. So, as I said in a video that I deleted because I was a bit terse with it, YouTube, the way to have less work to do is to make it impossible for people to report timestamps in a video that they haven't actually viewed. If the view counter doesn't tick over, the video wasn't watched and doesn't have offensive content. Real simple. Anyway, so this field I planted in wheat. Collecting that up and selling it, making a little money off of it. Recording this at 5200 kbps because I'll go ahead and upload it later on. I'll have to worry about the load of the stream direct processing from OBS. And this video brought to you by Open Broadcast Software. Free streaming and video recording as long as you're using a standardized Windows game. It will process OpenGL and DirectX, DirectX 9, 11, and 12, and can use software compression codecs if you have them. I wouldn't advise using the actual AMD codecs if you're going to use a high bit rate. But the NVIDIA codecs work fine, and I have a monster computer, so CPU run software codec is doing it just great. like 38, 39% peak, 48 frames, 1440p. So, here we go to play. Now, I've got that long run, and at some point I need to pick up one of the rollers and flatten the ends off on it. There's a short range at one end that I can't actually use. I don't know if the game's gonna let me run the roller down between the two fields to clean up that bit that I can't plant. It might not. Woo! Missing stuff, come on. Joystick's starting to get a little slop in it. Starting to, without moving it, reset my cruise control. They wear out after about a year. I've been using this one for 2 years. I had two I wore out with Farming Simulator 2013. And one of those intriguing situations. Because then I tried to use those two for Star Citizen. And there was a lot of slop in them. And I was having to learn sort of dual pressure with my hands. So that I could quickly get out of the slop and get to the actual motion. But worse than that, Farming Simulator is so sensitive that I have to play with a dead zone. And that doesn't mean the stick isn't running. That just means I've told the game to ignore inputs at this range from the stick. Which, in the long term, doesn't really work out like that. Alright, now the first problem I've got is my tractor is not quite strong enough to run the Bricks Twin Pack and the corn, sunflower, sugar beet. Can. Corn, sunflower, sugar beet, and stuff planters. So, can't remember if I upgraded my engine or not. I mean, if I didn't upgrade my engine, it would explain a lot. It's a Forterra. Proxima Forterra. 127 horsepower. Garage. I have not upgraded my engine. How much does the engine upgrade cost? $10,000 for a 20 horsepower upgrade. Quite a bit. Cheaper than a bigger tractor. $143, $145, and my Forterra would sell back for $38,000, probably about $45,000 at the sell point right now. $150 horsepower for 65. 75 horsepower for 13,000. That's not a bad deal. 203 horsepower for 172. Yeah, that's just not. It's not floating my boat. 95 for 65. Okay. 97. I get 100 and something. $148 for 82,000. That's not bad. That's not bad. The John Deere is expensive. So, pretty much this fulfills the series play. I've shown some basic animal husbandry. I've shown getting fertilizer and other things. I've shown the equipment you need and mods that you would probably like to have. And I'm going to just post this video and let YouTube resolve itself. And I'm going to go play a game for me. Have a good one.